students, welcome to our second part of DBMS. In this session, we will cover various views in DBMS, advantages and disadvantages of DBMS. This is a diagram showing database environment. Here, users or programmers will interact with database with the help of a database system and a DBMS software. Users interact to the DBMS software with the help of some application programs or queries, SQL queries. And this application programs or DBMS software may contain some software to process queries or programs. And there may be software to access data. So data stored in database, as data part will be stored in one part, metadata will be stored in DBMS catalog. This is a basic architecture of a DBMS system. User programs interact to the database system interact to the DBMS software, and it is the DBMS software who directly interact with the actual or physical database. And what are the various views of data? A database system is a collection of interrelated data and a set of programs that allow users to access and modify these data. A major purpose of database system is to provide users with an abstract view of the data. One of the features of DBMS software is data abstraction. The database system users are hidden from how actual data is stored. Since many database system users are not computer trained or developers, it is necessary to hide the complexity of physical storage of data from users. So for this, a DBMS software provides three levels of abstraction. The first level is physical level. This is the lowest level of abstraction and it describes how data are actually stored. The physical level describes complex low-level data structures in data. The next level is logical level. The next high level of abstraction describes what data are stored in database and what relationships exist among the data. For example, in case of student details, there will be student personal details, student academic details, and how these details are related. The logical level thus describes the entire database in terms of a small number of relatively simple structures. Although implementation of the simple structures at the logical level may involve complex physical level structures, the users of the logical level does not need to be aware of this complexity. This is referred to as physical data independence. Independence between physical level and logical level. Database administrators who decide what information is to be kept in the database and use the logical level of abstraction. So this logical level of abstraction is completely monitored by a database administrator. And next level is view level. The highest level of abstraction is the view level. Even though the logical level uses simple structures, complexity remains because of the variety of information stored in a large database. Many users of the database system do not need to know all this information, or they are not used to this complexity. Instead, the purpose of user is to access only a part of database. The view level of abstraction exists to simplify their interaction with the system. The system may provide many views of the same database. So these three are the various levels of abstraction. An example for various levels of abstraction is given here. In case of physical level, it shows or describes how a record is stored. For example, how physically customer details are stored. Logical level describes data stored in database and the relationships among the data. In case of customer record, few various fields are given here. One of the field is customer ID, customer name, customer street and city. And the data types of each field is given on the right side. For example, customer ID is string, customer name is string. So these details are stored in the logic level. In case of view level, there are some application program which hide this logical level or physical level from users. Views can also hide informations like salary details for some security purposes. So this is a pictorial diagram showing views of data. Here there is one view level. Then under the view level comes the logical level, and the lowmost layer is the physical level. Now we can see some terms like instances and schemas. The collection of information stored in database at a particular moment is known as instance. For example, in case of a student database, at this moment we have 5 records. So that is an instance at that moment. After a few minutes, we may add 10 or 20 records more. So the instance change at that moment. The overall design of database is called database schema. So schema is a logical structure of database. For example, a database may consist of information about set of customers and accounts and relationship between them. Schema can be categorized as physical schema or logical schema. Physical schema describes the database design at physical level, whereas logical schema describes database at logical level. And there is a physical data independence, that is ability to modify the physical schema without changing the logical schema. This ability is called physical data independence. Applications always depend on logical schema, and we need some interfaces between various levels and components, and this should be well defined so that changes in some parts do not seriously influence the other part. Now we can see the advantages of DBMS. One is controlling redundancy. Redundancy means repetition of data in files. And disadvantage of redundancy is wastage of memory space. Updations is to be made in all files and inconsistency of data. By using DBMS architecture, this can be controlled. Next is restricting unauthorized access. Some rights can be granted to users for providing access to data and updating parts of database required by them. Thus, we can restrict unauthorized access. Providing backup and recovery. If a computer system fails in the middle of transaction, recovery subsystem should recover or restore contents of the state it was before. Providing persistent storage for program object. Data persists in memory even after program execution. Object-oriented database can store data even after program execution. Providing storage structures for efficient query processing. Database system provide capability for efficiently executing queries and updating database. It provides data structures to speed up searching. Providing multi-user interfaces. Different users use different interfaces to interact with databases. For example, casual users use interface like Oracle or MySQL. Sophisticated users use some programming language to interact with database. Parametric end users use some commands. Standalone users use menu-driven applications and icons. Representing complex relationships among data. A database contains multiple tables and relationships between them. Enforcing integrity constraints. Restrictions can be imposed on data. Permitting, interfacing and action rules. A database system provides capabilities for defining detection rules for interfacing new information from the stored database. Here are few additional advantages. Potential for enforcing standard. Database system permits database administrator to enforce standards among database users. These standards may be used to define names and formats. Reduced application development time. Flexibility allows certain type of changes at any time. Availability of up-to-date information. Changes in one table will be made on all. Economics of scale, easier processing. These are the advantages of DBMS. Now we can say disadvantages of DBMS. Cost of hardware and software is high, since high-speed processors and large memory is required for a good DBMS software. Management complexity is more. Changes to database must be properly managed. Maintenance cost is high, since updates must be made regularly. Cost of data conversion. Trained staff should be appointed for data conversion. Cost of staff training is high. All level training is required for staff. Appointing technical staffs like administrators, programmers, data entry operators is high. Database may damage. The software is little complex and memory requirement is high. Performance for small traditional or small organization, traditional file system is good. In such cases, DBMS may not work well. So these are the advantages of DBMS. Thank you. Stay home. Be safe.